Welcome back, guys, to Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby. And today I'm going to, ahead of the Lions squad announcement tomorrow, I thought I'd decide to give you a wee preview of another game that's going to be going on Friday night. And it involves my team Ulster, and they are going to be playing Munster in the Rainbow Cup. Now, if you think of the Rainbow Cup lately, after the whole announcement of the South African teams sort of kind of bailing out in terms of, the whole thing of coming up here up to the Northern Hemisphere, which I thought to myself, why have the Rainbow Cup if that's the case? I think the Pro 14 is desperately needing competition. The Irish sides and Leinster, Munster, Ulster, Connacht, we've been doing so well, and it feels like we've been the ones sort of keeping the quality going. Whether the Welsh teams and the Scottish teams, they seem to be going a bit down at the moment, and that they're not producing some sort of quality that they would have had maybe a few years ago if they would have had very good seasons. I mean, look at Glasgow; they won a Pro 14 or 12 a few years ago, and now they're just they're not producing the same sort of levels that they were a few years ago. And look, I think they should. I think for me, the South African teams coming over here would have been a bit. People would have thought, is it a good idea? Should we do this? Is there going to be a change in our sport? As I think about it now, the quality, I don't know. I'm sort of mixed still about it. But look, I think what the Rainbow Cup was when the South African teams were going to come in was going to be this sort of quality upgrade. But now when they've pulled out, it seems like this Rainbow Cup means nothing. And for me, it does mean nothing because you've just finished the Pro 14 season by the end of March, and Leinster win it again, and you have a fact of you could have finished the Pro 14 season anyway in maybe May or a time, as always. But look, no, they went for the March date, and look, that I think that has been improved on. But look, I think this Rainbow Cup is a bit pointless at this point. But whenever Ulster are playing, as I get into the match now, I think when Ulster are playing a professional side, it's always a big game. I mean, I thought the Ulster Connacht game was a brilliant game to watch. I thought that Ulster, it was a really tight game, but Ulster again just kind of just shot ourselves in the foot. But so we lost to Connacht by 26 points to 24. But look, and we just come out the loss of gutting loss to Leicester in the Challenge Cup. That for me was like, oh no, when are we going to win a trophy again? But look, there's a game here against Munster to focus on, I think, and I think it's a good opportunity for the boys to regather themselves and get themselves back on the back foot and get themselves to be a positive result against a really good Munster side. Because I think with the Lions coming up, I think these players will need game time anyway. So I think for the Munster Ulster game, you want to have good players on the pitch. So for me, for Munster, I expect to see a good quality side. I expect to see the likes of Murray, Carberry, Earls, Tyburn, all them players to start for Munster, because I feel like if they want to get some game time for the Lions, that this is the opportunity. And as well, for Ulster, I would go with some of the same team we playing against Leicester, a really good first team squad, and make sure that we have the likes of this time have the likes of Will Allison on in the first place, because I think Will Allison should have played. I would put Stockdale back on the wing and put Allison back to 15, because that was working for us a long time ago. I mean, Allison was, I think, in contention to start 15 for Ulster this season, but he got a bad injury and he's only recently come back. But listen, after watching the performance against Leicester, I would put Will Allison back there in 15. You know what I mean? I put Stockdale back on the wing. So nothing. That's not to say if McElroy will become a good rugby player. I think he's still young. He'll have time to develop, and yeah, I think I've got some good thoughts for McElroy in the future. I think he'll be a great player, but right now he just needs to be sort of not put too much pressure on him, but just like tell him that you're the future here, and you will get some game time. But look, for me, Allison goes back to 15 and Stockdale back on the wing. And for me, Cooney is a bit of a worry now, because I think he might miss this game. Now he kind of rubbed it off, said he was kind of okay when going off the pitch, but it looked like for me he was going to miss a game. So I think he's going to miss this game against Munster, and I think Albie Matthews is going to come in. And I thought Albie had a really slow game when he came on for Cooney, so he'll have to pick that game up against Munster perhaps, and he'll be paired alongside Billy Burns. And yeah, I expect to see the same squad Ulster put out. I expect to see Ulster and Munster play their first teams before going out on the pitch on Friday. So look, it's a game here for Ulster to pick up here and win. I'm looking forward to it, and then even though those Rainbow Cup spoilers, they're still Irish provincial derbies are really great to watch. So I'm looking forward to them massively. But look, big things coming up on the channel lately. So tomorrow by lunchtime, I will have a quick post match review of the Lions squad announcement, and it was a very quick one. But then later on that night, I'll be joined by a very special guest in Freddie Clark Rugby, who will be joining me for tomorrow night to see what his thoughts are on the final squad, and we'll go through what we think about it, and will help us going forward. And we picked the right players for the favourite 6-man squad. So big things coming up on the channel this week and in the future. So make sure to look out for that, and I'll catch you guys soon. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment and leave a like. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.